This is why you don't have the financial abundance you want or desire. Maybe you're saving money, maybe you're working so hard for money, putting so much effort, or doing whatever it takes in order for you to multiply or even attract money in your life, and yet nothing seems to happen the way you desire to observe that flow of abundance in your life. So what is causing it? Well, simple. It's not about your work, it's not about your effort, it's about how your mindset is rewired to call in, attract, and become a magnet for money. It's about how are you observing your money from a place of scarcity, or even how do you embody the energy of creating, multiplying, and attracting money in your life. It's also about how is your nervous system feeling safe to receive the amount of money you're calling in and wanting to observe as an abundant flow in your life. And in this video, that's exactly what we're going to go through, where we're going to explore the different multiple psychology of money, the nature of money, how is your money observation effect, but also understanding the way on how you rewired your mindset to call in and embody the energy that attracts the money, and even the way and how you receive your money today. Before we get started, if this is the first time you are coming into my channel, my name is Rahma El Arif and I am a transitional grad coach. I love empowering, impact-driven, passionate, beautiful souls and entrepreneurs to create an impact, transform lives, and create the magnificent success they are deserving and meant for, and becoming the most magnificent version of themselves they never thought possible. I would love to ask you this reflective question, and I will invite you to observe it a little bit. When it's coming to money, how do you feel around money? How do you observe money? Is it for a point of you don't have it enough, that's why you are feeling that you have to work hard more for it? Or is it from a point of you just love having money around you, not by obsession, but you truly just feel that you're deserving to have it around you? And while you're reflecting into this, why is it that I ask you this question? It's because most of us, we don't truly understand the nature of money. We don't understand that money has its own psychology, it has its own frequency, it has its own energy. And therefore, the way on how we nurture this relationship with money is the way on how we are going to actually experiencing it in our reality or in our life. And that's why I'm going to talk to you about the 4 psychology or principle of money's nature. The first one is that money loves speed. Yes. Money loves speed because when you're receiving an idea, those ideas, if you're just keeping them and you're not writing them down, you're not acting into them, it's you rejecting a part of that money that wants to be created through that consciousness of that idea, of developing it and making it and manifesting in your life. Because understand that money is a masculine energy, and therefore masculine energy loves to support and provide. It's the provider of our life. So when you're receiving those ideas, it means that it's being inspired from your feminine self, where you are tapping into those frequency of your wisdom, into the wholeness of the consciousness of that idea. Therefore, if this idea is coming from a place of your higher self, another way I would call it the source within you, or your higher intelligence, or another way we call it your soul. It's where your soul speaks and communicates through you. You get inspired from that intuitive selves that providing you those ideas that feel so natural, that feel so good, that feel so wonderful, in a way that you just know. you absolutely just love the way and how you're receiving this idea. So that means you're getting from your fullness of your feminine energy, and therefore now it's providing it to the energy of the masculine to be inspired from that idea in order for it to take action and act on it. So if you're sitting on your ideas, you're not acting on your ideas, you're not doing anything, and maybe even you're not paying attention to those ideas you're receiving, you are rejecting that principle and psychological of money of acting on your idea, which is speed. Because the power of consciousness of that idea, if we are connecting to that frequency, that's when a lot of people are going to have different idea from that same inspiration. But each one of us, we have our own unique essence on how this is going to be created through our masculine energy as the provider and supporter of how we are actually showing up with our unique essence to create and put into action and movement that idea in itself. The second principle and psychological of money is that money loves to be appreciated. There is another video here that I talked more deeper about this, and I can link it here so that you can find it. Here today, I'm not going to go deeper into it, but I'm just going to open you up to another perspective on how you see how money loves to be appreciated, which means that when you're observing money as just papers and coin, you are already losing the total idea of money's nature, because money is energy. Right here, right now, this knowledge that I'm transferring you, that I'm activating in you to open up a new way of you observing and thinking and even feeling about money, this is money itself acting through you. This is money coming to you. This is a way where money wants to show up in our life, both for me and for you, because I'm here transmitting this message for you, just as the internet, the tools that allows us to create this, like for example, the YouTube channel that we're using right now to put this video in order for you to be able to watch it, your phone and etc. Even for this moment right here, that I'm so grateful for this knowledge I'm receiving in order for me to observe money in a different way that I've never seen it. It's also inviting that energy to come more into your life. So money loves to be appreciated. Whenever money provides for you, maybe food in your table, maybe it's bought something new for you for your wardrobe, or maybe you had someone inviting you to a restaurant. Appreciate every moment of how you are actually seeing money being in flow in your life. However is it that money comes to you, shower appreciation and gratitude to it. Third psychology of money is that money is impartial. And what do I mean by that money is impartial? Money doesn't quite choose that today I'm going to go to this person and today I'm not going to go to this person, because that's not how it works. It works on total way on how you are attracting that money yourself. How do you nurture your relationship with money? That means money doesn't go with judgment. So when you're judging money all the time, let's say you are judging upon people who are making money in a certain way, you are already judging money, and money doesn't like judgment. So when you're keeping on judging money all the time and maybe criticizing someone's business or trying to talk bad about someone's business or trying to look down on someone's ideas and etc., you are judging money, because money expressed through those ideas, money expressed through that business of that person, money expressed through the way on how that person is acting and creating that. So when you're judging other people's ways on how they create a business, how they show up in doing their business, you are judging money, and therefore you're thinking that money is impartial. And money doesn't like that type of energy because it's impartial. So do you see now how is crucial for us to attain our energy on how we are keeping on attracting that flow of abundance around us? And that's why I'm going to talk to you about the fourth psychology and also principles of money, which is money loves attention. Because remember this, it's a relationship you nurture with money. So consider money being like a lover that you're having in your life. You're appreciating the fact that it's providing for you whenever you need it, and you are appreciating having it around and supporting you and providing for you. And therefore, when you're providing that attention, you're respecting it. Respecting it not from the place of loving it as an obsession, like I gotta have money or I gotta do whatever it takes. No, it's not that I'm talking about. It's loving money as a way of you being able to create a lifestyle that you are enjoying having around you. The way and how you love providing for others, maybe your family, taking care of your family, taking care of yourself, like doing the things that you love, offering you some gift and etc. And even seeing as a leverage for you to make a difference in this world. And therefore, which means creating an impact. So you're using the voice of how money giving you those ideas, communicating those ideas, and even purposefully calling in more that flow in your life and allowing it to fully be abundant in your life. And therefore, when it's going also around you, you're loving it because you love receiving as much as you love giving as well. So it's not being from a point of obsession, and which is going to bring me into the second phase, which is money observation effect. I ask you a reflective question at the beginning is because I wanted you to try to observe a little bit. How is it that you are observing money in your life? So the observation effect that I'm talking about is the moments when how you are observing money, you're observing it from a state of mind of scarcity, lack, which means all the time you're thinking that you're running out of money. All the time you're talking about, oh, I don't have enough money. You can catch up yourself in the moments where you're going to say things like, whenever I receive money, I don't even know what I'm doing with it and it's already gone. So what you're doing in there at that moment and that space is like you are declaring, you're claiming powerfully and energetically that money doesn't love you and it's running away from you. And you're keeping on repelling that money from coming to you because you're affirming from your word, feelings, or from your mindset on how you're observing and perceiving it. And therefore, it's become a reality in your life. This is what's bringing me another observation on how do you save money. This is an example that I would like to open up a little bit your mindset, your sphere of how you are actually observing money. Because if you're saving money for the fact that you are thinking that there are going to be some tough time or rainy days where you're not going to have a money crisis, etc. So what you're calling in energetically and what you are affirming is that money is not going to be there for you on the time when you need it. Money is not going to be provided for you on the times where it will be requiring you to be supported from it. So if you're saving from scarcity, from lack, this is what is going to keep on appearing in your life, because what you saved for, eventually it will come a time that you're going to use that money you saved from that situation that will appear as a reality, that bad times happen where you have to give that money for that purpose of the bad timing, or maybe something is missing and etc. You have to use that money. But instead, if you're saving money from a place of total abundance, it's going to be completely different. Because when you're saving that money for the idea that you love having money around you and observing it around you, it's different. Because now you're not saving from a place of scarcity that you're not going to have enough money, but you are saving it from a place of, I love taking care of myself and I prioritize myself. Therefore, I'm saving this money for myself, knowing that by saving this, it's me honoring the idea that money always comes to me abundantly. And it's a proof for me to know that I have money somewhere. And that's also an evidence to prove wrong to my logical sense of me that I have money around me. So you see now the difference, because now money is going to keep on flowing. The energy on how you're saving that money is an energy of abundance, of you loving having money around and appreciating it, be grateful to have it, and also not worrying about not having it, but instead you know that this is a sign for you to vibrate in the frequency of money, of knowing that money will always flow into your life abundantly and always enough. So you will never run out of money, you will never not having enough money. And this is how you should save from now, and checking also your vibration, your feelings, your emotions on how are you saving money as an essence of, I want to save money today. It can be also from pleasure. I'm saving money because I want to take around my family around and having a good time and travel around. So you see, you inviting vibration of feelings of positivity, vibration of loving the idea on how money supports and providing you. So it's totally different. So when you are observing your money effect observation, you are completely changing your way on how you rewire your subconscious mind to observe money around you, to call in more money around you. This third phase, we're going to talk about the money block consciousness. We are spiritual beings in a human body living a human experience. So which means as a human, we are always going to have the contradictions of our logical sense of ours, which is limited, which is like it always wants to see evidence, proof of why this is has to make sense and etc. And we have our soul, which is the consciousness of all creation, lives through us, expressed through us, and communicates through us, that knows it all. But the reason why we're having this experience of having to experience some conflicts, experience some circumstances, experience some things is because this is what makes this life beautiful. This is what's giving us this human experience, a way for us to grow, a way for us to evolve in life. Because if it wasn't for the challenges, we wouldn't know that we're improving in life. But it's when you are facing challenges, it's when you're facing circumstances that you know that you are actually growing, you are evolving in life. So this money block consciousness, sometimes we're not even aware about because they are given to us, which means our money blocks consciousness comes from a DNA. They are part of our cells, of our DNA, from our lineage, from our parents. It can be from a lineage of our ancestor, etc. That they have a certain belief about how they perceive money, how they felt about money, that can be given through the DNA till through us from the moment when we get born. So there is that first part. And then of course there is now the phase where when once we're born, there is what we call the programming. We have our conditional mind. So that conditional mind in itself, as a child, we cannot reject and we cannot know what is wrong and what is right, because everything we observe and we learn from people we see around us, the people who are teaching us in school, the people around in our house, the people who we experience ourselves through growing up, the friends, the neighbors, and etc. So we heard things like maybe money doesn't grow in trees. We heard things like people are always broke, they never have money. We heard all these kind of things. So we believed that without even having a proof. So our subconscious mind already received the data from the DNA before even we got born. And of course, from that, now we have also the belief, the programming on how we observe how people felt about money, perceived money, and even thought about money. And therefore, we brought that as our own. And that's what we call the limiting belief. Because those limiting beliefs are rewired on your subconscious mind, which is your program conditioned mind. And it's an emotional mind. It's decoded emotions, which means however you felt, it's not about what you say. It's about how you felt at that moment when you say that thing that is going to anchor it. Because when you experience something, usually we're having a certain vibration through that experience in itself. Or finding that you're working hard for money, you're working on your ideas, on your business, you're doing whatever it takes, but yet money doesn't come so easily and effortlessly in your life. Or maybe the moment you are making money, you are losing it all. Why? Because maybe you observe someone in your life that whenever they're having money, they're using it all and they never have money. And they always say that I don't have enough money, because whenever they get money, they use it all. So you rewired your subconscious mind that money is meant to be used whenever you receive it. So obviously in your business, whenever you're making money, you never have enough, because you observe someone either from your surrounding, either a friend, either someone who you heard a story, and that is on your root of your subconscious mind. So how to rewire your subconscious mind? Going to the main root, the main source of the root of where these money blocks consciousness are actually being encrypted. How is it anchored? What is the vibration of it, the emotion, and etc. This is how you get to remove the limiting belief, rewire a new limiting belief that is going to serve you in creating the money flow abundance around you. I'm just going to give you an example. Same career, same title, but another person is paid maybe $100 in an hour, and another person is paid $1,000 in an hour. So what is the difference? Remember what I told you from the principles of money and psychology of money? Money is impartial. It's about how you're embodying the energy and how you're calling in, and even how your nervous system, your body is feeling safe to receive a certain amount of money. And if your mindset is rewired that money is not enough and it's not easy to make money because money doesn't grow on trees, for example, so that means, of course, you will not get that 10,000 that you want in your business. Is not going to come as easy, not because you cannot make it, but because your frequencies on how you're attracting that money to come into your life, you're not fully tapping it into it yet, and you're not fully embodying it, and your capacity of receiving is not set for $10,000, but it's set for $100 or $200. And people are ready to pay him or her $10,000, and another person for the same thing, they're doing the same thing, and some people, they're only willing to pay them maybe $200, because it's the energy exchange they're having when it's coming to money, and how they are showing up in their life, on the way on how their capacity tank of receivership is rewired. Rewire your subconscious mind, not only to be conscious about how to create powerful energy to maintain momentum for money flow, but also embody the right energy and frequency of whatever it is that you are calling in to observe and experience as part of your life. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm sending you so much love. I will see you again for the next time.